You're watching Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Cheryn Stone. Let's get right to that weather on the One's forecast. Head over to Doug Lindsay in our weather center. And you know, we still have these issues to be worried about with the rain, Doug.
Yeah, I mean, we're really only just now getting into the meat of this event that we've been talking about for days. We've had persistent, mainly lighter rain through the day today, but we're already seeing storm tracker radar getting busier with some heavier rain showing up now. Flooding could be a serious problem, and downed trees and power lines could be a problem too. And it looks like we've got more on the way for Sunday. We'll look at Sunday and into next week where we're going to finally get some relief coming up in just a little bit.
Authorities investigating yesterday's shooting rampage in Oregon just released the names and ages of the 9 victims. Let's run down them for you. Lucero Alcaraz, 19, Quinn Cooper, 18, Kim Dietz, 59, Lucas Abel, 18, Jason Johnson, 33 years old, Lawrence Levine, 67, Sarina Moore, 44, Trevin Anspach, 20, and Rebecca Carnes, who is 18 years old. 7 others were injured. They are releasing new details about what happened at that community college. Officers say the suspect shot students and faculty in at least 2 buildings on campus. They found victims in multiple classrooms.
These families are currently living through the nightmare in the most personal way possible.
The shooter also died. Detectives recovered 6 of his guns at the school and 7 more from his home. They say all of the weapons were purchased legally. President Barack Obama says he will continue to work on gun control laws. Obama says the fact that mass shootings happen every few months means it is important to look at ways to enforce stricter laws. He says he won't refrain from politicizing this issue. A Randleman man was among those shot in Oregon yesterday. Despite 7 gunshot wounds, 30-year-old Chris Mintz is alive and expected to fully recover. Our Brandon Lavornia spoke with some of the man's family. So, Brandon, tell me this. Mintz tried to keep the gunman out of his class?
Yeah, that's right. You know, he's always been a defender, though. He was known for his fearless play on the Randleman High football field you see behind me, where I'm told he was nearly impossible to bring down. And after high school, he went on to serve and protect his country. Thursday, when it mattered most, Chris Mintz stepped up to defend his classmates. The day after a gunman killed 9 people in a small community in Oregon, Wanda Mintz says the family is making arrangements to see her nephew, Chris Mintz.
Life has changed for the family.
Mintz was one of several others injured in a shooting rampage. The Army veteran told his aunt what happened when he came face to face with the gunman.
He goes to the door. The guy shoots him 3 times. And Chris hits the floor and looks up at him and says, "It's my son's birthday. Don't do this." Gets shot multiple times again.
Chris's son Tyreek had just turned 6 years old. Mintz has since been hailed as a hero by many across the country. He told his aunt over the phone he just wanted to do the right thing.
It's going to be a long road back, but Chris will cowboy up.
He's already gone through hours of surgery, and a long road of physical therapy awaits Chris. Wanda Mintz says hearing his voice is a blessing. Bittersweet, though, because she knows several other families will never be able to say the same.
My heart goes out to them, and I'm sorry, but I don't have any forgiveness in my heart right now for the shooter at all. Hopefully I'll come to that, but my heart breaks for the victims.
And the Mintz family wants to thank everyone for their words of support during this time. His parents are already flying out to Oregon to spend time with their only child until he does fully recover. But again, we do not know when he will be released from the hospital just yet. I'm Brandon Lavornia for Time Warner Cable News on ABC 45.
Family, friends, and complete strangers are rallying around the North Carolina native. Community college shooting Chris Mintz's cousin, Derek Bourgeois, set up a GoFundMe page. The family says Mintz would never ask for help, so they're doing it for him. They asked people to donate $10,000 to help cover his medical bills. Since this page was posted this morning, it's raised more than $270,000 in a matter of hours. Governor Pat McCrory says his department heads are not too worried about Hurricane Joaquin, but the administration is concerned about the amount of rain this weekend. At a news conference earlier today, the governor said crews across the state are ready for an emergency response as landslides and flooding are a real possibility. He said North Carolina already lost 1 life because of rain, and that is too many.
While the trajectory of the hurricane looks better today, there will still be major issues that our state has to deal with, however. We have already sadly had 1 storm-related fatality on I-95, and we hope that's the only one.
After the news conference, Guilford County officials declared a local state of emergency. So on the county level, authorities say that move allows various agencies to work together in coordinating their emergency response. A cold, wet rain is sweeping across the area with gusts of wind. It's going to keep drenching these roads, so troopers are urging extreme caution. Elise Michelanis has more on what you can do to stay safe.
The rain and wind are already causing problems for drivers.
We've had trees down in the Summerfield area in Guilford County, some trees in the road and on I-40 near the Guilford-Forsyth line, and then listening to the Triangle area, we're having a lot of wrecks, it seems like, because of the heavy rain.
Troopers are out in full force and will continue to be vigilant throughout the weekend as wet weather drenches North Carolina.
Our governor has put us in a place to prepare, plan, have additional resources at hand with us, the Highway Patrol, Emergency Services, DOT. You know, we're all working together on board, ready for the what ifs with the rain, with hurricanes, whatever might be thrown our way.
They're urging drivers to slow down, keep their eyes on the road, and give plenty of braking room. Folks already on the road say it's common sense, but not everyone gets the memo.
You know, experience is the thing that teaches you. If you ever have something happen to you, or you see somebody have something happen to them, or they can see it on television and they get that seed planted in their mind, you know, usually that should get them, you know, thinking in the right direction. But not everybody's gonna, you know, there's people out there that are always gonna take chances.
Where I live, there's a lot of trees, and I saw some down this morning. But you just have to pay extra attention when you're driving.
And with the dangers of wind and rain combining, troopers say be aware of downed power lines. And if any should hit your car, call for help.
Right, staying in the vehicle, yes. Wait till fire, EMS, we'll get there. We will get there. The energy companies will get there, and we will instruct you on what to do. Remain in your vehicle. You know, we're expecting this. This is a probable scenario for power lines.
Reporting from Greensboro, Elise Michelanis, Time Warner Cable News.
Something else to keep in mind if you're going to be traveling, make sure you have good tires. Experts say tires can't grip wet roads as well in the rain. Having older ones can be a hazard. Winston-Salem police say a driver trying to avoid a falling tree was involved in a head-on accident this morning. Police say an elderly couple in an SUV was traveling on Stratford Road south of Reynolda Road when this happened.
As the tree started falling, they sped up to try to get under the tree, and as they came out of the foliage of the tree, they actually were in the other lane of travel, and actually the two cars hit head-on.
Investigators say the tree fell because of the soggy ground and the weight of the rain on the tree's leaves. The driver of the second car was not hurt. The couple in the SUV was hospitalized, and the male driver was reported in critical condition. Several inches of rain have already flooded some cars in High Point. Experts say there are several signs that indicate major damage. That includes the car running kind of rough, or it shuts off and won't let you turn it back on, and warning lights on the dash. The manager of Newton's Car Care says the rain also brings increased chances of fender benders.
Typically in rainy weather, you know, there's more accidents. The body shops are going to see a lot more repair work. But the best thing to do is to make sure that your car is in good shape before the rain. You know?
He recommends checking your tires, making sure the air inflation is correct, and giving yourself plenty of extra time to get where you need to go. The wet weather has brought an expensive halt to local projects. AAA Paving in Kernersville missed out on two big paving projects this week, totaling about $100,000 in business. Company officials say when it rains, it could cost more for the client. But when heavy rain hits, stopping projects, they're in constant communication with their customers.
Keep them updated on the situation. With the church, those folks are local. The Tractor Supply, it's actually for a contractor out of state. So they may be having a little bit different weather than we're having here, but just main thing is just constant communication.
AAA Paving expects work to pick up early next week.